Just great surfing from Steph Gilmore, and if she continues that, well, she could be on her way to another title.
First semi-final, Johanne Defay takes on Lakey Peterson. Defay made it this far last year to kick off one of her best years on tour, finished in the top 5 picture, and that's what Lakey expects out of herself as well. Coming into 2017, Lakey responsible for taking out the defending champ and the world champ Tyler Wright in the quarterfinals to make it this far. During the break, Johanne Defay got started.
Yeah, Johanne loves getting that quick start. Joe, look at the waves. It is absolutely pumping right now. And unfortunately for Johanne Defay, they're picking the wrong turn. That thing barreled the whole way along the bank. And I'm starting to get jealous again. Yesterday was okay because the wind came on shore. I sort of loved sitting in here with you analyzing stuff. But when it's like this...
So it's been groomed. We'll see if Lakey Peterson now is going to take over a huge lead here. She loves a quick start. Nice connection over the whitewater. Full wrap in the pocket for Peterson. Already with a ton of speed to burn, so a couple of filler moves just to get down to the beach of this inside track. Good timing as she hits it off the lip. Now there's polished top turn. Peterson wraps it. Inside corner looks fun. One more lay back hack for Peterson, and she is looking like she's going to finish on her feet. Solid way to take the lead and all the momentum from Defay in this first semifinal.
Joe, she looks absolutely amazing, doesn't she? I mean, just the flow, the speed, just the positivity that's coming out of her.
Get Rincon really solid in the winter months. As we now see Johanne Defay. One big turn, she's down. So a couple of falls for Johanne. And Lakey Peterson still moving through with a lot of fire. Doesn't feel like she's peaked too early. She's just peaking constantly, bringing big numbers every time she stands up on her board.
Well, it's kind of like she had to, though, right? I mean, the opponents that she's had required, her surfing at a high level, and and she's doing that. She's able to do that, and that's the difference between Lakey a couple of years ago and Lakey now, is that she can crank it up and she can perform at a high level with the best in the world. Beautiful wave here. Now, she got lucky. She had priority. She missed the first wave. Johanne Defay too far out, and so she snuck this one in. You've got to have a little bit of luck go your way. Beautiful turn right there from Lakey, and another searing maneuver. So just clean, beautiful surfing, and brings this one all the way through. Wave selection very important out here. We've seen what a good wave can do. Steph Gilmore with a 10-point ride in that last hit, and Lakey Peterson drops a bomb of her own.
An 8.67 for Lakey Peterson.
Yeah, beautiful bottom turn. You see those fins popping out. That means she's got that board well and truly on the rail, and then just connects perfectly with that lip. Doesn't want to bring the board too far around. Why? Because that wave rattled off down the line. You want to keep that down the line momentum. And again, just putting that board right over on the rail, Joe. You can almost see all 3 fins out the bottom. And that's exactly what you want to do. Show the judges that commitment, that degree of difficulty, and use it all with that speed, power, and flow. She's ticking all the boxes. I'm loving it. Semi-final action. Let's get this thing going.
We know that conditions can change heat after heat, the tide changing, wind changing. Nothing's changed for Lakey Peterson. She adapts right out of the gates. Big numbers, 8.67 in a crucial part of the contest. She's already guaranteed at least an equal third at the start of the Jeep leaderboard. She wants more. The rankings, you come in with your seed, but whoever wins this contest will be #1 in the world heading into Margaret River.
Wow.
Wearing the Jeep yellow jersey. And we'll have all the media following, all the hype, the target on your back of the surfer to beat. Lakey wants to see what that feels like. Let's see what she did on this 8.67 one more time.
Yeah, and that, like I said, she had priority. She paddled for the first wave. She missed it. Johanne Defay was too far out, and so Lakey capitalized on, as I said before, just a little bit of luck goes your way. But she, even though she got the wave, she still had to surf it, and she did exactly that. I mean, look at the way she attacked the wave. There was no holding back for Lakey. She knows Johanne Defay is a tough opponent, and she's got to let it all hang out. So Lakey Peterson surfing incredibly well on this wave, 8.67, a great way to start. So she's turned a negative into a positive. That could have gone the other way.
Lakey again, making a move out the back to back up the 8.67. Perfect timing on the snap. Drives down, the bottom drops out. She might get an opportunity off the lip now. And she's out of there. Shorter ride, but she is so switched on. A rhythm that hasn't been matched yet. Defay trying to steal the spotlight on this one. A short, just quick one maneuver ride. And again, all the tension on Lakey Peterson as they go into the paddle battle for priority. Lakey even has solid scores coming her way, and she's still fighting for priority like she needs a big score. All of a sudden, one year they come back and they've got an extra gear, an extra edge. Lakey's showing us that ever since she showed up in round one.
It's a new and improved Lakey, isn't it?
It feels like that Courtney year, doesn't it, when she came back from injury?
Yep. Sometimes it takes that. You know, sometimes it does take that. Let's have a look at this one from Lakey again, underneath the priority of Johanne Defay. Beautiful turn. Watch this maneuver right here. Big slashing, free fall drop, and then straight up in the pocket again. So even though it was a short wave, I'm seeing that being a good score. It's going to be a solid backup. Johanne Defay out the back. Nice opening maneuver from her, and a bit of white water on the face. So deciding to kick out of that. Lakey's going to back that 8.67 up. Joe, there it is. Good score.
A 6.5. So 2 quick waves for Lakey, and Johanne Defay needs 2 new waves in a combination. 15.18 total.
Well, it's warm still, so that's I guess a good thing. Here we go, up and riding.
Lakey, the heat leader, catching a solid wall to get this one started. Highline wrap, gets a little hung up on the second move. We'll see if she hangs in there. And she'll keep on swinging through the inside corner. She'll try to recover from that misstep on this inside section to improve on a 6.5. Quick slash off the top, and Lakey hops out of there. So still looking solid. Johanne Defay on the next one. We'll see what Defay did out the back as she was just kicking out of the inside corner. So Lakey got the first wave, so she has first priority to get picked up by the ski. And then they'll grab Johanne Defay, and priority works accordingly. Let's have another look here.
Yeah, Johanne Defay, wave number 2 of the set. Nice opening maneuver, and you know this wave traditionally harder to surf. Why? Because of all that white water. So the rail doesn't really want to set properly. The fins are cavitating, so you've got to really pay attention to keeping that board moving rail to rail. Now it starts to clean up through that inside bowl, but doesn't have that big growing section. So Johanne Defay kicks out of that. Now she's in a weird situation where, do I paddle back out? Do I, paddle over and get the jet ski? Let's have a look at Lakey's wave. Bigger, cleaner, beautiful swooping turn, draws off the bottom, connects, but then loses it a little bit, kind of catches that inside rail, and really wiped off a lot of speed, didn't it, Joe? So I'm not sure whether this is going to go into a top 2. She came back towards the end of it, though, and try to fix it up, which she did. So a 6.50 is what she's trying to improve on. A couple of nice turns there to kick things, to finish that wave off, but this opening turn, I mean, beautiful bottom turn. And again, those fins are popping out, and Lakey just hooks into that beautiful style. The arms, the upper body pivots off that. She turns the upper body, the rest will follow. She draws off the bottom again, so nice surfing from Lakey Peterson. But then right here, you see that rail just digs in, unfortunately for Lakey, so it's going to be interesting to see whether this goes into a top 2. But that first turn was beautiful.
Solid turn. And I don't mind that she kept surfing here. It was kind of nice that she kicked out of a wave with better turns. So this is the Roxy Pro, the first stop of the World Surf League Championship Tour, and we're trying to earn the first spot in the final. So far, it's been Lakey Peterson. During the break, Johanne Defay was still fighting for a 9.67 here. Yeah, she got herself out of that combo situation with a 5.5, but looking for near perfection on this roll of the dice. Couple of nice turns on the outside, biding her time for this inside bowl. This is where we've seen amazing stuff done this morning. Steph Gilmore pretty much sealed the deal with a 10-point ride through that inside section. Now Lakey up and riding, trying to improve on a 6.5. Beautiful searing maneuver off the bottom, off the top combo again, just tearing the lip off that wave. 3 solid turns from Lakey Peterson. She is on fire right now, Joe. Again, just bringing it all the way back around, mixing it up. Maneuver number 5, Lakey Peterson. She is going to be a tough one to beat, let me tell you. The coaches are happy, the crowd are loving it. Lakey Peterson's on fire. So cool to see the applause from the Lakey Peterson corner, because it's been one of the more brilliant performances we've seen someone come out of the gates in the opening event of the season. We talk about her game plan at Rincon, but she drives up and down the coast. Her coach is a pilot, so they can fly down to different countries and find secret waves.
That's pretty convenient,
so
isn't
she's
it?
going to start flying as well. She's working on her pilot license as well.
Wow.
Scores come in for Lakey Peterson, a 9.93.
Wow. Have a look at that, Joe. There's 3 judges dropped 10 points for that ride, a 9.8 and a 9.7. I think every heat she's got a wave in the 9-point range, hasn't she?
It's been
pretty much
so impressive looking at that stat sheet. Potts, she had the 10 early, 9.27 the other day. She had a 9.27 earlier in the quarters, a 9.93 here, an 8.67.
Wow.
Defay now comboed with 7 minutes on the clock.
Well,
Strider, what'd you think about this one?
Well, I got to watch that, you know, as I was making my way through the lineup, so I got the bird's eye on the inside corner view of that entire exchange. I looked back, I realized that Johanne had priority, so she caught, I guess you could say, maybe the wrong wave of the set. The second wave of the set was just loaded up on the sandbar. It just had a distinct line on it. Very beautiful wall.
Sally's surfing good as well. I mean, it's, you heard Stott talk about it. It's going to be a tough heat.
Little snap there for Defay as she's trying to settle down here and get a real big number out of this inside wall. Not going to happen on that one for Johanne. She felt after her quarterfinal win, she knew she wanted to step up in this heat. Even a solid win at Margie's, where she's finaled so many times in the past. This is going to be a little surf movie. Lakey loves getting clips. She's had so many great, excellent range scores. That's 8 to 10 point range, and she opened up with one of them. This is an 8.67 to kick it off.
Yeah, beautiful surfing from Lakey Peterson. What a way to start, you know, to really nail the door shut straight off the bat. 8.67 to kick things off. Johanne Defay trying to fight her way back into this heat. She got herself out of combo with a 5, then dropped to 6.6, but then Lakey Peterson just really nailed the door shut with a 9.93. 3 judges through 10 at this wave, and you can see why. I mean, look at the size of it, the maneuvers that she was doing, just powerful, clean, smooth surfing from Lakey Peterson. No messing around in between, and then just to finish off like this, big snap right in front of Johanne Defay. Johanne Defay turned around and just went, oh no, here we go. And a huge score there for Lakey. 9s in every heat so far, I think. And she hasn't stopped yet. She's still more to go.
Now Defay trying to just get a really fun wave before this heat comes to a close. Another short one there. She's going to grab another quick one with a minute to go. There's a huge first turn for Defay. Nice vertical. There's the combination she's been hoping for. Checks it down and looks for a 4th section to work with. And hops out of there after that last little carve. Lakey getting her last wave in as she'll be preparing for a final at the Roxy Pro. Just gliding her way through, looks at the time, and she says, that is enough. I'll leave the lineup. Surf and Snapper Rocks with just one other surfer out and taking top honors. Defay sneaks one in as well. She'll be starting off the season equal 3rd on the Jeep leaderboard. And Lakey with a chance to potentially have that #1 role if she can go all the way here.
Well, just keep doing what she's doing, right? Don't get too far ahead of yourself. One heat at a time. Keep that momentum. Keep that headspace. Confidence is sky high. And, well, she's finished off the heat incredibly well. Beautiful turn there from Lakey. This is the replay of her last ride. Big snap again. And, I mean, for her to better her situation, she's got to knock out that 8.67. And it's not going to do it. So Lakey Peterson quite easily through to the finals, Joe.
Lakey Peterson is enjoying one of her best rolls ever on the championship tour level, coming off an injury where she had to watch this event go by on the sidelines. She was able to come back to form at the back end, but really spent a lot of hard work during the offseason to prepare for one of her best ever starts in her career. She's into the final of the Roxy Pro.